Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Diablo 4 video. Well, today is going to be all about the Necromancer. That's right. You see, the server slam is just about a week away, and in order to be prepared for it, I made an awesome level 20 Necromancer build just for server slam. I'm going to show you right here, right now. There you go. Once again, thanks for watching everybody, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, we only get 20 points for the server slam, 22 if you include the renown points. This is my build for the server slam. I'm taking into account all of the nerfs that came with the Necromancer. The summon means when out dying more often. We have bonuses to the Book of Dead. Damage dealt by corpse explosion has been reduced, and the brightness of skeletal warrior mages have been reduced, which does nothing. But we're going to be focusing in on one thing, and you know what it is. That's those corpse explosions. I think I got a way to get around this bad boy, and I was already doing this in the last beta. We're going to be using thorns, so this is going to be a thorn build, a blood mist build as well. But we really need this legendary aspect right here where the blood mist trigger corpse explosions. I'm pretty sure you know about that. If not, this is really what this build is about, to get you prepared for server slam. So it really is hinged on that one legendary aspect. But as long as we get that, we won't have any issues at all. First off, let's start off with Decompose. Now, you can use any one of these, but I'm using this so I can slow down enemies, and we're going to be getting some essence back. Alright, so that's what I'm going to use. You can use whatever you want. I'm going to put in 1 point, my first point, into Decompose. Right, we're going to be slowing down enemies. We're going to go with Enhanced Decompose so we get some more essence back. You can go with Acolytes Decompose, but what I'm going to go with is this right here, Initiate Decompose, so we can slow down enemies. So, you know, give us a little bit more survivability if enemies are charging at us. You can come down to your lovely core skills. You can choose any one of these. I am going to go with Bone Spear. It's super OP, and you can get some nice vulnerable hits on here. Highly suggest you roll with this. 1 point into that next, and 1 point into Enhanced Bone Spear, so we get a little bit extra damage. You can go Paranormal, but I'm going to go with Supernatural, so we can make enemies vulnerable. So we're going to be hitting them, making enemies vulnerable. We're going to be slowing them down if they get close, and our minions should be able to do damage, even though they should die more often. We're going to come down here to Blood Mist. We're going to put in 1 point into Blood Mist, and even though it's got a nerf, we're going to be using a specific build to kind of get around the nerf. Right, so we're going to disperse into a Blood Mist. We're going to be immune for 3 seconds. Our movement speed is going to be reduced. We want to get some more movement speed back, trust me. Enhanced Blood Mist, we want to get a point into that bad boy, so we get a nice little cooldown. And then we're going to go with Ghastly Blood Mist, so we're behind the corpse, because if we use that legendary aspect, we're going to constantly be leaving corpses, and we can pretty much just use it whenever we want. Skeletal Warrior Mastery, definitely need to plug in 3 points because, you know, of the nerf. Corpse Explosion, nerf right here, doesn't matter. We're still going to plug in a point right here because, like I said, this build is going to be different. Enhanced Corpse Explosion is going to be 1 point into that. And then we're going to go with Blighted Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion becomes Darkness skill, and instead of Explosion, you're going to get a Vile Mist. I've been using this since the last beta build, so I think we're good with the nerfs because it's really not blood. It changes, right? This Blighted Corpse skill is now a Darkness skill, and since the nerf is to Corpse Explosions, well, now instead of Corpse Explosion, we deal in Missa, and it should just totally avoid that nerf, right? We're going to come down here to our next 3 points. We're going to plug in 3 points into our skeletal mages to make them a little bit more tankier, right? Since they should be dying a lot more often, that should help. 1 point into necrotic Karpo, because when a corpse is formed, we're also going to get fortifying for 2% of our base life, even when our minions deal that as well, so it's awesome. You come down here, you can put in a point in duration to try to get a little bit more crit. You can put in points down here, but I'm gonna come over here into Rapture Pursuit. Why? Because our skills is now a Darkness skill for Blood Mist. It's going to increase our movement speed by 5%. Helps us get a little bit of that movement speed back. 1 point into Gloom, our Darkness damage skill is awesome, right? It's going to be dealt with our minions as well. Now you can play around a little bit with this. We really only have 22 points, so you can come and you can max out this tree over here to get all of the darkness buffs that you want. You got a lucky hit chance. You can pass that on to our minions as well, or if you want, you can just take that back off and you can put a point right back into necrotic carapace, like that's what I'm going to do, and then putting in a point right down in here into serration to kind of get a little bit more crit with our bone skills. Alright, after that, we want to go into our Book of the Dead. We're going to go with Skeletal Defenders because we are going to increase the amount of thorns our defenders inherit from 30 to 50. It's going to help increase our tankiness of all of our different skeletal warriors, right? Everything is going to have thorns on them, right? We're going to come down here to our cold mages, and we're going to go with that perk right there so we can get a little bit of mana back, 5 mana when they start to attack, so we can use more of our bone skills. And then for our golem, we're going to go with, you guessed it, more life and more thorns. Remember, whenever an enemy attack us or our minions, is going to deal damage to them, and this should have us pretty straight for the server slam with your Necromancer. But for right now, that's pretty much going for the video. Hope you truly enjoyed it. As always, if you are new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Gaming, upload a wide variety of videos, range from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. As always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.